Start recording. Back in the game.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. So go right.
Are we
Should we get a
recording
job?
then?
Yeah, we're recording. Do you want to get a job? Hang on.
Here's a job.
Just checking.
Oh my God. Oh, you
Do you want to get a job?
asshole.
Give us a job. Right. Job.
It's been an intense start to this session.
Let's get you a job. Yeah, I'll get you a job and then I'll tell you what I've been up to.
Oh, is it someone was a yacht delivering? Oh, it's to
Ooh,
Denmark.
It's to Denmark. I mean, I'd love to deliver a yacht.
Oh, it's Latvia then we want, really?
Yeah. None to Latvia. Oh, that might be good. It doesn't quite go around the coast, though.
No. What else we got? No.
Oh, I'd love to deliver that boat, but don't want to go back on ourselves. Oh, well, it might be good.
It's not bad.
Oh, it's good money.
Yeah, let's do it then. Go through the centre of the country.
Oh,
Right.
mate.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I just put us back to sleep
Shit.
again. Right, no, don't worry, we didn't pick up the job yet, so...
The job might not be there anymore.
Right, let's check that it's there, sorry. Sorry, that was my bad.
Act
My
and then
bad,
think.
as they say.
Nick style.
I thought I was helping. I thought, oh,
I'm going to
well.
have to do a reload.
Oh, good point, actually, yeah. That's a good point.
No reloads in life, though. Why is that tree just floating?
Oh, well, same reason anyone floats. Float your boat.
For relaxation needs?
Yep.
In a floating tank? I don't know.
Let's get on then. This has
Dead
got to get
Sea.
us on the road. Right.
Do not press enter.
Job market. Freight market.
I am afraid of no ghost.
I ain't afraid of no ghost. Right.
Exactly.
Helsinki. No.
Not Helsinki.
Helsinki. Not a boat delivery. Medical equipment.
Is that the one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Very relevant.
Oh, very relevant.
Very relevant.
Very relevant.
Yeah, I'll tell you about
That's why we're going to die. So,
what happened then. So,
what
yeah,
happened?
so this morning I was listening to a...
Is this safe for the podcast?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what you're going to say.
I was listening to a
Just wanted
podcast
to
this
do a shot.
morning, science podcast, and they had a sort of panel of experts on, and obviously they're talking about COVID,
Yeah.
because that's what anyone's talking about at the moment. And they had an epidemiologist on there, and she'd worked with like SARS and
Yes.
Ebola outbreak and stuff like that. And then they had a GP on there from the NHS, like a consultant GP. And they had another bloke who was like a computer scientist, statistician. He'd been like gathering data.
Oh, they're like.
And they were talking about all the different statistics that have been in the press and whether they're valid or not, and like the accuracy of testing and stuff.
Doing
that was going on
science
by
then,
Microsoft.
basically.
Just doing science, talking about it, and just trying to put people's fears to rest. They couldn't agree on much, but there was one common thing that they could agree on, and that's that the coronavirus is a ghost.
Ah,
that
sweet.
It flies up your arse.
Yep, knew it.
Makes you
Said,
sick.
didn't I? I said, didn't I?
Now, this was the key thing about the ghost. It's the ghost of someone that died on their birthday, and that's why they recommend that you sing Happy Birthday twice while you're washing your hands.
Ah, yes. I saw about this
it's-
on the BBC.
It's to appease the
Oh, was it
ghost.
Daily Express? I can't tell anymore.
No, it was it was Financial Times that they originally
Oh,
published
okay,
that from.
yeah.
And so the government advice is light candles, buy cake, wash hands,
Clap twice.
twice,
Get the ghost's attention.
get that, play musical chairs. That's but it was a good podcast, and
Oh, yeah, okay.
learned a lot from it. I certainly feel a lot more sort of reassured by it.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Yeah, some good stuff. Oh, and with that in mind, I'm going to pop on a little bit of
Jazz?
my moisturiser.
All right, okay.
Because my hands are cracked, mate.
Are they?
Cracked and dry. I get a bit of eczema on those hands anyway. You get bad, these
Yeah,
hands.
your hands are
It's
going to
not-
get wrecked for the next 6 months. So.
Well, I said that to my hairdresser. I said, "Oh, mate, my hands are cracked and dry." He said, "That's what it's like to be a hairdresser."
It's like you've been waiting for somebody to say it.
Yeah.
Finally, that's
He
what
said,
it's like.
"Finally, you
imagine."
understand. I spend all day washing people's hair.
Yeah.
My hands are wrecked." And I was like, "You're right." But then I thought, you should get yourself some marigolds.
Don't think it'd give you much control.
Just pull it, mate, that guy's going to crash. No, it's not. Okay, they're going around you. Sometimes they just ram you on the roundabouts. No patience. Oh, look at this guy. Mate, he's coming off. Someone did that to me in real life and basically spun my car because they just changed lanes at the last minute and beat me in. So yeah, now you're painting and stuff. What have you been up to? What game have you been playing? Have you heard of this new game? It's called, it's a remake. It's called Final Fantasy VII Remake Demo.
No, I'm not over that. I have my 4th playthrough of it now.
That's pretty good.
I only get up to the Scorpion fight.
Yeah.
And I don't bother doing the escape bit. I basically just want to do the boss fight. I like doing it. I actually enjoy doing it.
Okay.
And I kind of like learn something more about the battle system every time I do it.
That's pretty good. Oh, so by the time the game actually comes out, you'll be made straight to that red light. Just keep going. Keep going. You've done it now. You've done it now. Hang on. I'm getting a phone call. Hold on a sec. It's funny, like country code. Is it, hello? Yeah. It's Vladimir Putin.
Oh, hi, Brad.
Yeah, hello, Vladimir.
Hey, what's up, mate?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, I know. He went straight through that red light. He was trying to brake there. He says they got zero tolerance. Zero tolerance policy. Yeah, but he's got his eyes.
He's got his contacts.
All right, I'll let him know.
Okay.
Yeah, Vladimir Putin wants to have a word when you're finished.
Okay. Yeah, probably. I mean, I still need to follow him up from yesterday when I just hit an invisible wall.
Yeah. He wasn't happy about me driving off the Earth, actually. He texted me, and then I text him back, and then he just ignored my messages after that.
Yeah, it's like that.
But it says that he's read it.
It says like, I've seen the message.
Yeah, exactly. So I know he's got it, but he's just left it.
He's probably thinking of a witty reply.
No, I think he's trying to punish me. I think he's like
trying to let me know
that he's got the hump. Yeah,
definitely. I've already been here.
Well, maybe.
I think we did. I think this is like where we went to drop the thing off.
What's this weather?
Yeah, this is where we went to drop it off.
Was the weather as shite as it is today?
No. No, this is where we dropped it off.
Real life weather today. Lovely. Took the dog a walk, bit of sunshine.
Yeah, it was quite warm.
Compared to yesterday, where
Sunny.
it was just the icy wind of the Arctic. We are finished. What's that bloke doing? Standing looking at his watch. Like he's got something better to do.
Try and help me out on this.
Yep.
Where's me coupe of tea?
Favourite market.
Where's me coupe of tea?
Hang on, I'll get that in a sec. Let me get the job for you first. Hang on. Is that the place we're going? Medical equipment?
Yep,
that's the job.
Sure.
Oh, there was another one on there. There was loads of money, but I guess it was somewhere else. Yeah, no problem. Yep. Here you go. I'm going to guide you to...
Right. I got it. Oh, yeah. Give me all that coronavirus all over
Oh, shit. Now I've got to chop my hands off. Use once, chop off.
Yeah, but
as
we know,
chop off and burn.
You're just waiting for an excuse to get a gun arm anyway.
Yeah, I am actually.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I got another text actually, you saw that. He's just text me the little look into the side emoji, you know, the little like.
Oh,
like, I see ya.
You press the oh no, it's okay.
Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah, all right, shut up.
Found all the keys. Oh, now I've got moisturiser on my phone.
You see, you're finding out the trouble now. So because I'm washing my hands all the time now, my hands are dry, so I put the moisturiser on, and then when I go to wash my hands, I'm washing all the moisturiser off.
Yep.
Which takes ages because it's all gunky and slimy. I'm like, God damn it, I'm just constantly putting this stuff on.
Isn't it inconvenient?
Well, the moisturiser, to be fair, I wouldn't classify that as hygiene.
I'm going to look on the internet and see just how hygienic moisturiser actually is, because I have a feeling that it's basically just covering your hands with delicious germ food.
Right.
Yum, yum, yum. Lovely, 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 lovely fat. Could live here.
It's not a germ that we're worried about, though, is it? It's a.
No,
Does it count as a virus? Count as a germ?
I think so.
I mean, I know in layman's terms it probably does.
Hang about. A little man who could solve this query. Is a virus.
Ask Jeeves. You're asking Jeeves.
I'm on AstaVista.
Oh, okay. Go on there's a really good GeoCities website, which has got loads of stuff about this.
Are you ready, mate? In modern times, the term germ isn't widely used in formal science.
No,
Instead,
didn't think it was.
disease-causing objects are referred to for what type they are. Viruses and bacteria are type of germs, as are types of
they are
fungi.
types of germs,
They are types of germs. But it sounds like nobody uses germs anymore.
Yeah,
It's
I knew that people didn't use it in a scientific sense, but I meant like, even just at a kind of normal level.
No, the word's got racist origins as well.
Is it really?
Yeah, the bloke who discovered them didn't like Germans. No, honestly, no, that's the truth. Well, at least that's what my history teacher taught me.
I thought it would be
No, so he said that
something that's germinates and prospers.
No, that was why. Well, my perhaps very unreliable history teacher, because we all know the reliability of my education.
Yeah.
That's what he told us.
Newts famously
So,
being
say
an
the beast.
intermediary stage of a frog and a tadpole.
Oh, that one was a huge mistake. Tadpole, newt.
So you know I had that little thing that plugs into my iPhone that backs all my photos up.
Yep.
So
Is it any good?
so it's brilliant.
Yep.
You know, you'll like this story.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, brilliant. I backed all my photos up, and I was like, oh, this is great. It works really well. I've been using it to take my PSD home, so I've been able to work on it at home, and so it doubles up as a normal USB stick. Brilliant.
Very nice.
You know, go to the toilet yesterday,
Yeah.
go to get my keys out of my pocket, same thing that I keep, go straight down the fucking bog, doesn't it? It falls out the bog, and I was like, oh, shit.
Did you retrieve it?
Yeah, I got it back out.
Because it'll be fine.
No, it's not.
No.
No, it's wrecked.
But there was no.
Yeah, so when I was trying to dry it
no-
out, I was like shaking it quite hard to get the water out, and I think I clanged it, and like it's got a little bit that looks like it comes away, and I think I fucked it.
Oh, damn it. Because I'd have tried sort of kind of open. I mean, if you have some really important data on there, we could
don't,
probably get it out. Okay.
I don't. It's like I plug it into my PC and to the phone, and it goes ding, and then it just immediately shuts down. Like,
right,
it immediately
okay.
goes no. You're not having
It's
that.
just like, no, you've clearly dropped this down the bog. I'm not having it.
I couldn't believe it though. I took ages backing up. I put all my photos into the year they were taken. I organised all my photos, not on the USB stick. I did it on my iPhone so that I could transfer it over. It took ages to do that, and then the first thing I did is I dropped it down the fucking bog.
Mate.
And I was kind of like really, I was angry and upset, and also finding it very funny.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the triple whammy.
I was like, oh, God damn it.
I told you the story of when I bought the iPhone 1, the original iPhone. I was really happy with it. And this was when we lived in Leamington.
It's the vinyl powered one, right? It's the one where you put little
Yeah, you put a
LPs in
little
it.
LP into it. It's made of wood. And I dropped it, and it fell directly into a jug of Pimm's. And I was so worried about it that I just kicked the Pimm's onto the floor. Because I was like, save the phone! Fuck
Oh
the
my
carpet.
God.
And
So you were at home, not out.
I was at home.
Okay.
I was
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Just drinking at home on my own. I just kicked it over. No, I wasn't. I was with friends. I kicked it over. Phone was fine. And it, after that, smelled delicious.
Yeah, the thing is that I do think it was probably going to be okay until I started shaking it about, and then
Yeah.
because it's like
you can
it's
crack them
basically
open
a
and dry
US
them out.
It's
you're
basically
fine.
a USB stick. I don't think I actually showed you it. It's a USB stick with just basically a little.
I saw the picture on the Amazon.
Yeah, it's just got like a little bit in the middle where I basically I'm going to try it again tonight. It just might be that some water needs to evaporate in it.
Too heavy-handed. That's what it was. It was
Yeah, no, I
oh,
understand.
we got a little bit of scenery.
Look at that, a building, a house that looks like it's been custom made.
Oh, That must be a very special house.
Must be. It's where the developers live.
It's where the mayor lives. Because if you watch enough children's cartoons, you realise that the mayor is the most important person of anywhere. Like,
yeah.
he's not just a bloke with a big necklace.
Yeah, I mean, bloke with a massive Mr. T.
Do you remember that video of that town that had the like medieval football game, where everyone it was just a fight
And the mayor was
with a
just
ball,
high.
and the mayor was just looking out the window like,
Hiding.
"Oh yes, destroy my high street. I love the way you're kicking in shop windows. This was such a good idea." I wonder if he's had another one since then, or do you think after
Well,
that
it was
when
a
he went,
tradition.
"Oh, it was actually a really
Been
bad
going on
idea.
for like hundreds of years.
It's a bad idea to have a 200 person
Look at that
fight."
little bus stop.
Oh yeah, that's a nice bus stop. Made of logs, that's difficult to kick in.
Look at all this, eh?
Yeah, it's nice. I like that every different country arrived at a different way to approach pylons.
What, a windmill?
Oh yeah. Famously, that's how wind is made.
Distributed around the
Put
country.
that on to keep everyone cool.
Well, that's that house again, slightly different colour.
Lovely.
May.
Oh, you haven't been done. Oh, I thought you were going to get away with it.
Did you see how quickly that?
I know.
It went from 56 to 31, and it gave
I
me
know. About 5 seconds. You should
slamming on the brake.
say it again. You have to
Wow.
slam the anchors on. Emergency
Absolute
brake.
horseshit.
About 10 minutes ago, I started thinking about eating a Twix.
Oh wait,
No, it's all I can
wasn't
think
your man
about.
telling us about that? When you're driving through Russia, it'll suddenly be like.
Oh, yeah. Mike brought that
Yeah.
up. It was just like the speed changes constantly. Oh, it's back up to 56 now.
I mean, obviously that does happen in the real
No,
world,
yeah.
but you get like
There's
a
normally
bit
a bit of
more
time.
time.
It's not like the police are just there going, ah.
It's a speed camera, wasn't it? But I
Yeah.
guess.
Robot police, that's what.
There's a
they are.
police car.
Yeah, cheers, they're to blame. So yeah, 3 hours of No Man's Sky I played last night.
That's so many hours, mate. You
It's
never play games for 3
exactly.
hours.
I'm just having, it's so good because
Just enjoying it, yeah.
there's always something to do. Like, you'll just be like, oh, I'll sort of follow the story for a bit. Oh, I think I'll learn the language for a bit. Oh, I think I'll build up my base for a bit.
Variety.
Yeah, just this, and every time you get sick of something, it's like, just gonna nip in my spaceship and bugger off somewhere else.
Yeah.
But I spend a lot of time just on my home planet, just
Yeah.
rinsing it for resources. No, just have a good time, feeding the animals.
You know, I think I might just give up on Horizon Zero Dawn, you know.
Spin it. But if it is it just like outstayed its welcome a bit?
Well, yeah, but
Just a bit
also
long.
just,
Bit long.
it's not fun.
No.
It's not a fun game. Like, I think the combat's really great, but they've just not done anything interesting with it. Like,
See, that's why I stopped playing. Is it? I did a bit of the combat and I was like, this is really impressive.
yeah.
I don't want to play it anymore though. I'm sort of done with
No,
it.
the combat's good, but
It's a very
so you play like
accomplished game.
you play like Dark Souls. I know it's a fantastic product, and they've done a really good job on that. But I don't find the motive for doing it compelling. So like you take like Dark Souls and you go, well, the combat is what it's all about, right? You take on the bosses and you
Yeah.
try and be good at it. But it's like that is very obviously the point of the game, right? It's literally like combat. And it's got a general atmosphere to it, which is quite interesting. But this is just like good combat, but just miles and miles of walking about with no reason for it.
See, I really liked the Spider-Man game for the opposite of that reason. Like the combat was really, really fun. But I loved that in between the story missions, I could just be Spider-Man and find someone that was getting mugged and kick their head in.
See, that's really fun.
I love games where you can sort of be a hero character that just sort of stumbles across trouble and
So
sorts it out.
I
That's
really
always
liked
fun.
Sleeping Dogs for that reason.
Yeah, yes.
And I really liked Mad Max.
It was all I did in Red Dead 1, but that's the point that I stopped playing, is that I'd put all this time into trying to save people as this like Superman cowboy. And then there was a mission that was like, burn a village down. I was
Yeah.
like, do I have the option not to burn a village
This
down?
is
'Cause
kind of-
I haven't really built my character up around a village burning.
This is kind of the problem. My biggest problem with Horizon is like, I'm really interested in the whole fall of civilization thing. Like, what happened here? What happened?
Yeah.
But
Why did civilization
you really find out about that through little data entries.
Yeah.
But the real contemporary world in it is fucking boring, man. It's
that's a
fucking,
shame.
it is, and it doesn't make any sense. I think, did I tell you about this incident with the cup? Did I tell you about the incident with the
Tell me about the
with
cup.
the mug?
No?
I'm sure I must have told you
No,
about
mate.
the mugs,
I
mate.
remembered a story about a mug.
Right, so one of the things that you do in it, I'm going to start telling you this, and you're going to go, you did mention this. Right, one of the things you do in it is you go around.
Yep.
You have to tell me when it's your go, by the way, because I don't fucking know what the time is. or
It's
anything.
past.
Right. We didn't start till like 10 past, did we?
Yeah, so just keep going for another 5 minutes.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, so like you go around and there's like these ancient artifacts, right, of like the previous, old civilization, which is basically us, right? And one of those things is mugs, right? It's like basically the frontier mug or whatever.
Right.
Right? No, it is. That's what it
Okay,
is,
right,
right?
okay, yeah.
It's like all these corporation mugs that have got like logos on them.
Quite like that.
And I was like, oh, that's quite a funny idea, because obviously that would be like, we value like Roman like vases that have got all their gods on it and stuff, and they've got like,
Sports Direct.
yeah, stuff
Those-
like that.
those
No,
big
and I was
mugs.
like, that's quite
Big
funny,
mugs, yeah.
right? But it's like, these guys are, okay, I get it. There's like a general kind of survival-y atmosphere with the Horizon. They're all just basically, like, I don't know, it's like loosely Native American kind of like gear and stuff, and
Yeah.
they bow and arrows, and they're all about hunting, and instead of hunting
Little
animals, you
bit
hunt
of
robots.
sort of
and
Nordic.
yeah,
mythology
yeah, for sure.
chucked in for
yeah,
fun.
Yeah, all that stuff, right? So you go, okay, so they've given up on progressivism, and they've gone back to more tribal roots and stuff.
Yeah.
But the way that everyone talks is like a modern American, right?
Right.
So everyone is like, but they're talking about weird fucking stuff. And the thing about the mugs is that you go around and you go, okay, so you understand what a robot is. You make this incredibly high tech, like bow and arrow with all these moving parts on it. They're basically like, like Olympic bows and arrows.
Yeah,
They've got all those moving parts in it, and you go, oh my god, this is like incredibly complicated technical stuff. You find these mugs and you go to like hand them in to like the person who collects these artifacts, and he does not know what they are. He's like, I think that these are some kind of important like vessels, part of a ritual in the past.
No,
and it's
I'm sorry. Mugs have stood the test of time.
He described it as being like a kind of like a hollow cylinder with a crescent stuck to the side of it, and I was like, I can't believe that you guys don't know.
That's ridiculous. You
what
could
a
go
mug
back
is.
thousands of years,
Yeah,
and
I
people
was
have
like,
something like a mug.
And it's that those. I know it sounds like a trivial thing, but it's that
That's
kind
pretty
of
world-breaking,
stuff
isn't it? Yeah.
where my suspension of disbelief just goes when I'm going. All the people in the contemporary world are dumb.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. If you've forgotten how to I mean, there's this whole thing about like oh, hello.
Keep going, mate. You'll be fine.
Yeah, so only like the tiniest percentage of people in the world actually know how a smartphone works on the inside, right?
Yeah.
So if we suddenly lost the technology, or sorry, not we lost the technology, but like if those people disappeared and suddenly you needed like something repairing or building or whatever, it would be like no one would fucking know,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But you still know what a smartphone is.
Yeah.
And the thing is with that, it's like, come on,
Well,
it's a
so
mug.
I'm just
it's
asking, like,
obviously a
what,
fucking
what
mug.
are they putting? What are they putting their water in?
Well, it's cupped hands. It doesn't. It
Yeah,
doesn't
it's just
make
like they
any
must have
sense.
made something like a mug and been like, oh, you can put a handle on the side of this.
Yeah, and you're just in this. You're in this situation where they're trying to tell an incredibly, like, needlessly nuanced and complicated backstory about how basically humans started relying too much on mechanization and robots and AI and all this kind of stuff. But the people that are currently living are so dumb they can't see a mug when they see it. They can't spot a mug when they see it, and it just makes me go, I can't be fucking bothered.
No, I know
I
what
can't
you
be
mean.
bothered. Like, and the thing is that if it was just a throwaway thing, you'd go, okay. But
Now's probably a good time to swap, actually.
yep.
During your
Just
documents check.
let me. Do you want to pause it?
Yep.
All right, get out the car.
Let's forget that we can pause it.
Yep. And
Get the channel off.
the thing is, if you go, oh, well, that's just a thing, right? Oh, it's actually quite bright out here. I felt like I was in the dark. But the thing is that the rest of the game is spending so much time.
Or do you want to swap mics or something?
Oh, sorry. You're spending so much time, like, boring you with all these details, other details, and making you remember them in order to get any value out. Like what you were saying about fantasy games, right?
Yeah.
Saying about it's just like, can you remember 50 people's names?
Yeah.
That seems to be like, it's like, I don't really want to do that. I don't want to open a book and go, remember a load of dates, remember a load of people's names,
Yeah.
and then you get to the end of the book and you go, oh, well, none of that actually mattered because this world doesn't actually exist.
Yeah.
Like, I can't carry, the problem, my main problem with fantasy books like that is that you can't carry any of that information into the real world. You don't learn a lesson. That's just the difference between fantasy and literature. Is like literature should at least have some transferability to the real world. And the thing is, like, something like Horizon, it's just, it's like, somewhere in there, I think, like, maybe there's a good idea going on, but they just don't seem to be coming through on it.
I get
They're
that.
getting bogged down in details that don't matter,
Yeah.
rather than the big picture stuff.
And it's easily done.
But, yeah. They're just not focusing enough on the most interesting part of what this world building should be.
Like Tron 2.
Oh my god, I had to turn that off halfway through.
The whole
Couldn't
film was
watch
set
the
after the
speed.
most interesting part of the
It
story.
was, yeah.
It's that, and you were left with the boring bit at the end.
Yeah, I think that's probably about right. I like nuance. I like subtlety and all these kind of things. But I just feel like you've got this world which could be potentially really interesting to learn about. I don't know. It's like if you just booted up an episode of Star Trek, but then it was mostly just EastEnders.
Right.
Like they're just talking about. It's like, here's Star Trek, but actually it's going to just be about the relationships.
Right.
And you go, I don't care. That's not what I watch Star Trek for.
Yeah.
I watch it for the sci-fi ideas. I watch it for the philosophical quandaries, the political stuff. I don't want to know who's dating who and what they had for dinner.
Yeah.
Doesn't
No, I get
work. And the thing is, if you want to have a game that completely like hinges on, okay, it's going to be about personal drama, it's going to be about personal interaction, you've got to make the fucking cutscenes more interesting than having two people facing each other and just flapping their mouths. Like,
Yeah.
you can't have it like Heavy Rain or Detroit or something like that, where it then becomes the main focus, is the drama.
Oh, I get that.
You see what I'm saying? So.
That makes sense.
So yeah, I think it's a really long game as well. Like, I'm 40 hours in. And
Yeah, I was going to say,
like
you've played it for a long time now.
I feel like it's funny. I feel like in that 40 hours, I mean, there's not much of it that really sticks in my memory.
That is a shame.
I know that sounds very damning, but like, in that time, my memories of the game are kind of a beige kind of montage of dodging out of the way when a monster runs at me, a robot runs at me, and I go, ooh.
Dodging.
Yeah, and
This is nice.
I just don't really remember. There's nothing particularly memorable.
Not like my Tales of No Man's Sky.
Exactly. Well, yeah, but the thing is with that, you've got a clear, like, even a clear objective, but it's like you're trying to survive. You're trying to like make a base. You're trying to.
Yeah.
You're trying
you
to
also
do a
there is
thing.
actually a story going on as well.
Yeah, for sure. There's a universe, right, which you can get into
You're
as
trying
much
to work
as you
out
want.
what your place is in that universe.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, look at that.
But ultimately, it's built into the actual game design that you're trying to find your own meaning in this place by doing what you want to do. If you want to go and find out about the animals and stuff, you can do that. You want to build a big base, you can do that. But in Horizon, I feel like I'm constantly waiting to be told what the fucking point of any of this is.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe right at the end. There'll just be like a massive bit of exposition.
but like,
Enslaved, wasn't it? Was it? A game where just at the end.
oh my god.
Yeah, you forgot about that, didn't you? The bit where Andy Serkis' face just comes on and he just explains the whole thing. That was odd. That was odd.
I need to go back and watch that. Horizon does actually feel quite a bit like Enslaved in many ways. You've got this kind of crumbling civilization where everything's fallen to bits, and you're trying to piece together a thing, and then at the end, I just think they're going to go, oh yeah, by the way.
By the way, there's a lot to like in that game, just not the ending.
Or in Enslaved.
Yeah, I mean, there was some nice stuff in it.
It wasn't completely without merit. I thought some parts of the visuals were quite nice for its time.
Yeah. The only thing I struggle with is that because you're only fighting robots all the time, I just didn't really care about the combat.
Were you fighting robots in Enslaved?
Yeah. All the enemies are robots.
Can't remember. Enslaved is up there as one of my most hated games, though.
Wow.
It is. But it's funny because there are games that are worse, obviously.
Yeah.
But why some games really, stick with you as something that really upset you long term is because you kind of hope this is going to get better and you stick with it and you make yourself persevere with it.
Yeah.
And then it just doesn't. It doesn't give you anything at the end.
Yeah, that is a bit
And
of a
you
shame.
go, I trusted you that you were going to go somewhere with this. And
Wasted my time.
Yeah, you've wasted my time. Whereas if you pick up a bad game and it's bad and you play it and you know it's bad, then it's your own fault.
Yeah, fair enough.
This was like, it's got like good reviews and feels like it's made of enough quality that it's going to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Whereas I think that to like,
Yes.
here you go.
Cheers.
Comparatively, I've probably only put a few hours into Death Stranding, but I've got so many memories, and that's just a walking forwards game.
Yeah, it is. You want to do that one?
We're going,
Pass that
that
one.
looks great.
Might as well just get
And then
one.
we can cut, yeah.
Because that's
looks
right
good.
here as well, so we can
Oh,
get
brilliant.
on with it. Ooh, big caterpillar track.
Just the one caterpillar track.
Yeah, just one caterpillar track.
Yes, why is just bringing the other one?
I don't know.
You'd think they'd put two on, wouldn't you?
Maybe it's just one really narrow digger.
Or have you seen that massive machine that they've got in like Germany? It's like the size of a city. Have you seen that
yeah,
thing?
that's insane.
God.
I can't even remember what it does.
It's like only one member of staff or something like that, and it's all automated. It's just like a mining machine,
Oh, that's it, yeah.
quarrying, whatever.
No, it's balmy.
Yeah.
It feels futuristic, though. It Feels like Howl's Moving Castle. Doesn't it?
No, it does. Yeah, I can genuinely say more memories in Euro Truck Simulator 2.
Oh,
Horizon
mate,
Zero
the
Dawn.
memories we form in Euro Truck Simulator 2, though.
Yeah.
I'll take them with me to the grave.
True that.
Remember that time we rolled the truck? Remember
Which
that time
one?
we drove
Which
off the
time?
Earth?
Ah, yes, I do remember that. What a great way to like go back to the game.
Yep.
Oh, I've fallen off the edge of the planet.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
Didn't.
That wasn't in the IGN review.
Do you think IGN reviewed this?
I doubt it. Although it sold
Seriously?
5 million copies, so
Yeah, but I think
it
it's like
deserves
one
a
of
bit
those
more
things
attention.
where, you know, when a free to play game goes, oh, we've got like 20 million downloads, and it's like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
because it's free, isn't it? I think
Yeah.
that Euro Truck has been around for so long, and it's had so many £2 sales.
I think you should see the SCS offices, though. They're pretty swanky.
No, I'm not saying they've not made money off
I
of
think they've got a
it.
fish tank.
I'm saying like that accounts probably for why so many people have got it.
No, I
right?
get that, yeah. Because it's in the sale, and people thought, why not?
yeah.
Why not play
I'll-
Euro Truck Simulator?
I'll have a laugh for 5 minutes. Little did they know.
Little did
we're
they
actually
know
playing
that
it.
someone will be playing it. It's coming up to the point at which we would have been playing it for a full day.
Yeah. It's just
right
actually this is session 24, isn't it?
It is, but I haven't updated the episode thing in the corner of the screen, so I don't care.
Oh, all right, nice one.
But I'll
But we were playing it before we started doing the tour anyway, so
Yeah.
we've definitely played it for over 24 hours.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think if I checked my Steam hours put in, it would be over a day.
Oh, I like this game.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's nice, isn't it?
Nice way to while away the hours. Keeps your mind off the void for a bit. doesn't it?
Unless you're driving into it.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that was a sharp reminder of the void.
You can come up and get your air point. You'll be driving along. Oh, fuck, it's the void.
And the void hawks.
In many ways, that
they're a
is
stark reminder.
the worst manifestation of the void. Is it you just come out of nowhere and you just fall into it.
I'd hate that. Oh, fellow
Proper
truckers.
Lovecraftian, really.
Yeah. Oh, look at all these trucks. Convoy. All right, lads. Oh, you're having a nice day. A lot of forest.
Oh, you
around
got
here.
a brand new convoy harvester.
Look how many trucks there are. This place is
Dude, what
oh,
the
one car, rubbish. Oh, he's going to drive straight towards me, are you? Risky overtaking manoeuvre, is it?
What the
Oh, you can't get back in now, can you?
Oh, wow. Are you not on a dual carriageway? You're going the wrong way?
No, I'm on the correct road. That guy was
Sure.
trying to overtake, but he couldn't do it.
I've never actually seen that before in this. That's pretty cool.
So I've seen it in real life a few times.
No, I bet you have, but I have as
That's
well.
good
Just
though, that.
even just as a passenger, I've seen that
That was a bit of a
too
bit of
many
excitement.
times. Well, you got a brand new convoy harvester.
I'll give
We don't
you
have the
keys.
key.
Where are the Wurzels now?
Well, right now.
Yeah.
Jail?
What are they doing right now? Yeah, probably jail. I'd imagine they'd be stood out in a field scaring away birds. As a kid, I really thought that they were all scarecrows, and that was the thing.
Sure.
Speaking of scarecrows,
Yeah.
kids watched Wizard of Oz on Sunday, the old one,
Oh,
I
what the proper,
the proper old one.
the one that starts black and white,
Yep.
goes colour,
Yeah.
the one that you can play to the Pink Floyd album and it syncs up perfectly.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Um,
Yeah, because I was worried that it wouldn't hold the kids' attention, but they loved it.
no, it's a classic.
Yep.
I haven't watched it since I was a kid.
Scary places. They didn't
Yeah?
like it when the witch melted.
No.
Not one bit. And the monkeys are scary. Flying monkeys. Fly, my pretty.
Yeah, no, I can't say
Fly
that.
off, my pretties.
Yeah, I can't say I like Wizard of Oz.
No.
Just generally, it's never appealed to me.
But But then, famously, as a kid, I didn't like anything that wasn't animated. Like, I didn't like live action anything.
I did have a preference for animated stuff.
It was cartoons or nout. I used to hate it when Blue Peter came on. I'd be like, where are the cartoons?
It is strange, isn't it?
Then as a teenager, I started to like Blue Peter again. Probably because of Connie Hawk.
Yeah.
Oh dear, those were the days.
Lovely Connie Hook. But I don't ever... I've never liked Blue Peter.
No.
I feel like it's the kind of thing I would like now.
Yeah.
If I was a kid now, I'd like it.
Did you like Activate? Activate.
Sounds familiar.
The only episode I liked was the one about Shinty.
Who?
Shinty.
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 Shinty. It's a sport. It's somewhere between
Oh.
hockey, golf,
Yeah, okay.
lacrosse, rugby. It's mad. It's basically you swing effectively
Oh.
an axe at head sight, just smashing a ball at people.
God, people do find strange ways of entertaining themselves,
They
don't they?
do. He said
Like yodeling.
playing a VR truck simulation
Mate,
game.
you do not need to, honestly, playing...
I would love
If you'd
to.
have given this to like somebody from the 19th century and said, you can put on a headset.
Well, first question would be, what's a truck?
Yeah. And there's a
What's a
vehicle.
headset?
There's a vehicle in the future.
Oh, people
What's a
would
vehicle?
they'd
You mean
lose
like a horse and
they'd
cart?
lose their
Yeah,
mind.
it's like a massive metal cabin that
They'd
you
probably
get
be like-
inside,
Yeah.
and you go around on all these tarmac, and there's no empires.
And this
like,
would be indistinctive
you know,
from reality.
You can go from a country to the next one. There's no wars going on, and they go, "What the fuck?" You know, sometimes people lose track of how fucking mental. Just things like this is.
No, this is mad.
You get to virtually go around Europe in your lunch break
Yep. Yep.
from like a socket in the wall which powers a big block which has got loads of bits of binary data in
Yeah.
and silicon and
Doesn't stop
copper.
the fucking location
Whoop.
resetting when you install an update, though.
Doesn't know.
That'll
They
sort that
they
out.
probably go, "Oh, that sounds really interesting."
Pop that feature.
But
in.
oh wait, no.
I think they just thought,
And then
I'm
also-
sure someone's bought a garage in every town.
Also, you can take this and put it onto this thing called the internet.
Yeah. Which
What
is
you mean, like it displays an
loads of
image on a
telegraphs.
flat screen? Yeah, well, like a photograph. Well, it's not. It's not a photograph. It's kind of like the picture is being built from inside of a big block
Yeah.
and then projected, like 24, 30, 60 frames pictures a second.
It's no wonder everyone's got mad, is it? Right,
And
thinking
they
about
go,
that.
"Wow, that sounds crazy in the future."
They go,
But
"Then
people moan about the fact we don't have hoverboards, and you
Yeah.
go, "You forget what we do have."
how much do you want a hoverboard, though? Like, I think
I
they'd
wouldn't
be, I think
use
they'd
a
be so
hoverboard.
tricky.
If they came up with hoverboards now,
Yeah.
every use of it would be annoying to me.
I think I'd fall on my arse.
It'd just be kids, like, well, I'd be cycling around and there'd be kids on hoverboards, and I'd go, "Oh, fuck off."
I think people would slip and they'd go shooting out so fast because there'd be no friction. They'd bump people in the shins.
Yeah, I mean, conceptually, they don't work. If you have any understanding of
course not.
physics,
If they work the way, let's just imagine they work the way they do in Back to the Future, so not on water but on everything else.
sure. But where's the slowdown
really,
coming from?
well, it's not
You
there.
don't. You just keep going.
Well, I suppose air friction off of you. That's it.
Oh.
That's you slow it down eventually.
So if you're, sorry, I was just imagining it without somebody on it. If you fell off of it and it just
right.
kept going,
Yeah, so eventually it would go just from the friction on the
Just
board,
for-
but it would be miles, I imagine. But the one really good thing about it would be is that it would be like skateboarding with no bumps in the road. It would be really smooth. That's my plus.
So,
I'd rather have hoverblades.
But if you were like, as I think it even happens in the film, if you're going forward and you hit a rock, it wouldn't know that you were going hit a rock.
That's true, actually. Yeah.
The front of the hoverboard would hit that rock.
How
so,
often do you encounter a rock, though?
Well, if you're
on a pavement.
a curb is essentially a big flat
Oh, yeah,
sideways
right,
rock,
actually.
rock. So if you were on the road and you were
Sums that up.
hoverboarding forwards,
Yep.
it wouldn't know it had hit the curb until it had hit it. There's no sensors out, unless there was a sensor out the front,
Yeah.
which could pre-adjust the height so that you would not hit that curb. And it would have to, you know, for it to, yeah, it would need to know where a wall was. Because it wouldn't just like try and get on top of the wall, would it? It would just hit the wall.
Well, did
or
you
would
see
it
that?
stop? Would
Did
it,
you see
would it
that
slam
thing where
the
they
brakes
made a
on?
hoverboard?
Um,
They made them out of two soldering great magnets, and then they had a metal half pipe. And they got Tony Hawk to try it out. He could barely ride the thing. I thought, well, if Tony Hawk can't
Yeah.
ride this thing,
do you think
what
that's,
chance do the rest of us have?
do you think that's not because he's trying to do it like a skateboard though?
Yeah, but I still think like
Yeah.
I think there's a big transferable skill, like ability
Yeah,
to
you
stand
are
on
right.
a wobbling object.
But I think at some point, trying to do it like one thing is not going to help you.
There goes the train, mate.
trying to think of an example.
That was great. Off it goes.
I can only assume that in the real world, these are all the things you'd want to be doing. Just honking your horn.
Oh,
randomly.
yeah, I'd love that. The thing is,
Flashing your lights.
I went to Spain on holiday once. That's how people live there.
Yeah,
You wanna blast the horn, you
crack on.
get on with it.
When you're doing your France trip, probably not now, are you?
No, I am in May.
Coronavirus
in May.
leaking out of every pore.
It hasn't called it off yet.
There's loads of things being called off, mate.
I think E3 is doomed.
Doomed?
Like,
Well, Jack was meant to go to a thing in Paris,
well, GDC got
like an art
pulled.
thing. That
Oh,
was
right.
cancelled,
Yeah.
so he didn't go. And he's probably not going to get his 300 quid back. Because all the speakers just didn't want to go.
Well, that's what's
It's not
happening.
even started
That's
yet,
what's
mate.
happening
It's
yet.
not even started.
E3
This
is
is
like
early days.
yeah, but I think the thing is because they're international events, they just don't want to risk it. Because what if
Yeah,
you?
of course. No, the reputation.
Yeah.
It's all business at the end of the day, isn't it?
Well, it's just why would you risk it? And also, a game event is particularly bad because you spend the whole time picking up
God,
controllers
yeah.
that everyone else has picked up, putting on headsets, touching keyboards.
You just don't want any bad publicity around these kind of things as well.
But
like,
I have never been to a gaming event and not been sick for like the next 2
yeah,
weeks.
it's true though, isn't it?
And that was just getting regular colds and stuff like you just can't avoid it.
Yeah. So I hope you don't have anything planned to do in the next 6 months because you're not going to be allowed to.
If it messes up my summer holiday, I'll be so sad because I'm looking forward to it more than anything. But we'll have to wait and see.
Unfortunately, it probably will.
Well, if it does, we're insured. But it would kill me inside to not have a little break this year. I think it will do my head in.
Kill you inside.
My insides would die.
You'll just have to play No Man's Sky.
Well, yeah, I mean that would be alright, but
Go Now Sky.
Go Mad Sky.
Mm-hmm.
Still thinking about that Twix. I might get a Twix and a sandwich in a bit.
Sounds like you, Twix boy.
Love a Twix.
Twix monster. You've got 3 minutes.
Okie doke. That gives me enough time to overtake these two suckers.
Just steer it into a ditch and we're away, really.
I'd never do that.
Uh,
I've never steered into a ditch. I've gone up and in like a bank.
you went up a mountain. You
Went up a mountain. That was my
Rolled
fault.
it twice?
Rolled it twice.
Oh God, I'm going over. Oh God.
Oh, that was good. Driven it off the edge.
Can't wait to make the best of compilation at the end of this.
Tell you what, if you want to go through 24 hours of video footage looking for the fun bits, that is all yours.
Yeah, no, I will be doing that.
All right, good.
Yep. I will
In which
absolutely
case
be
we'll have
doing
to
that.
split the
I
job
think
and
you
we'll take a video each because that's not all yours.
No, that's fine. I don't mind doing stuff like that.
You'll have to download all the videos
It's
off
like
of
data
YouTube.
entry.
I've made you a manager on the trucking channel so you can go into the actual video section and download the source file without having to download it through a dodgy website.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice one. Yeah. Okay. No, I do stuff like that. Yeah, I
Horses
keep
getting
forgetting
tired.
I did all that kind of stuff with the Two Worlds
Oh,
videos.
you did, didn't you?
And whenever I go on holiday, I have to go through thousands of photos and not just pick them, take them into Photoshop, clean them up, tweak about with them.
Oh, well, yeah, when I did weddings,
Yeah.
I'd have to get home and immediately start processing the photos.
Yeah.
And I'd normally have them done by, like, the next day.
Yeah.
Which I think is a pretty good service for free.
Yeah. I mean, for free.
Not that
better
everyone
than good,
appreciated
isn't
it. Some people would still moan and be like, oh, I don't like how my face looks in that picture. I'm like, it's your fucking face. It's your face, mate. You don't like your face, you're looking at your own face. Like, learn to enjoy your face.
I don't like how my face works. I can only work with what I'm given.
Exactly. I can't work miracles, can
Your
I?
face is not my fault.
I could Photoshop a different face on if you want. I could get Ryan Reynolds' face and just pop that on if you'd rather look at him. But
Yeah,
I ain't
I've
gonna
had that.
change your face. I could do like the
I've had that before. Where I've done
page 3
I've done
treatment where I give you really like whites of your eyes and airbrush skin.
Yeah, I've had it before where I've gone through and I've picked the, because normally you're meant to keep like 10%. 10% is the magic number of
Yep.
take 10 pictures, one of them will be good. And I'll go through and I'll normally pick the best 10% pictures. And like sometimes it's like, oh, can I see the other photos? And it's like, you can if you want, but you're wasting your time.
Let's see.
Like, honestly.
Now I've got a little plan. Now I can say this on here because I know Trina would never watch this. For her like next birthday, Christmassy sort of present, I'm gonna go through all of our photos since we started taking photos in the year like 1999 or something, and I'm gonna pick a couple of pictures from every month, and I'm gonna make an album per year of like the highlight of every year, and then give it to her like a big volume, like a big encyclopedia.
Yep.
Like
Yeah,
that's your life.
Yeah, we basically got that. We basically did that. Just as long as you set an amount of pictures.
Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna try and do it because obviously I'll have to be really, really discriminating and make sure that I pick a maximum amount of pictures.
Yeah.
And I've also got to make sure that I do it with a company that isn't going to stop doing the service in the future. So I'll probably use Google or Apple or something.
Oh, right, okay.
Because if they suddenly go under, I'll be like, oh, great, I'll never get a book in this format ever again. And all the...
I see what you mean.
Went all
So
line
for
up.
every year that goes by, you're going to continue doing that?
Yeah, that's it.
That's cool.
And then what I'll do is I'll get all of the...
I think you are good for time, mate.
Okay, I'm going to
I mean,
pull in
it's
somewhere.
one past now, so...
Okay, I'll pull in. But one thing I'm going to do is make sure that when you line up all the spines, it spells like knob or something.
Oh, cool, yeah. I mean, yeah, you could probably just scribble that on, couldn't you?
Yeah.
You could draw a big knob
Just
on.
stick them all
Get
together.
them all together, draw a big knob
Clamp them
on
all
it.
together, airbrush it on.
Yeah, and then when they're all lined up, it'll be there.
Yeah. Yeah, well, brilliant. That's a good plan.
What you could do is like have it so that you only see the knob from a certain angle.